My call was perfect.
The original intelligence whistleblower report that set off this week's impeachment frenzy has been released.
The whistleblower says, I have received information from multiple U.S. government officials that the President of the United States is using the power of his office to solicit interference from a foreign government in the 2020 U.S. elections.
The whistleblower, an anonymous official in the intel community, confirms what came out in the rough transcript of Trump's phone call this week, that Trump asked the president of Ukraine to dig up dirt on Joe Biden and his son.
And the witch hunt continues.
The complaint also suggests, as in the phone transcript, that the president's personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, and Attorney General Bill Barr were involved in getting Ukraine to dig up dirt on the Bidens.
So you did ask Ukraine to look into Joe Biden?
Of course I did.
You just said you didn't.
But here's what we didn't know. The report, and they tried to remove the transcript of the phone call from the electronic records where conversations like this are usually stored, which means they knew the gravity of what was said on that phone call.
This is a cover-up.
Who is the whistleblower exactly? We don't know.
Now, the New York Times is reporting that the whistleblower is a CIA officer who was detailed to the White House, may have had comprehensive knowledge of the Ukraine, which might narrow down the list of possible candidates.
We do know that this complaint came up through the appropriate intelligence channels in August. That timing lends some serious credibility to the complaint, because the whistleblower nailed the contents of the phone call that were released to the public this week.
Who's the person that gave the whistleblower the information? Because that's close to a spy. You know what we used to do in the old days when we were smart, right? With spies and treason. We used to handle it a little differently than we do now.
In the intelligence community, whistleblowers are legally protected from raising concerns about government misconduct, as long as they raise those concerns through the appropriate channels. And the Director of National Intelligence, Joseph McGuire, who was appointed by Trump, said this week in testimony before Congress that he's trying to protect the anonymity of this whistleblower.
I don't know who the whistleblower is, Mr. Chairman. To be honest with you, I've done my utmost to make sure that I protect his anonymity.
That doesn't matter right now to President Trump, who's on a rampage on Twitter, accusing the whistleblower of political bias. And Democrats driving the impeachment inquiry, they're not having any of it.
You don't believe the whistleblower is a political hack, do you, Director?
I believe the whistleblower is operating in good faith.